Milsey, off the grid down under, southwest Western Australia. Beautiful, middle of winter, not hot at all. The build's taken a bit of a step backwards since all the rain. Had a bit of rain, all the water tanks are pretty much full and more rain to come. So I'm doing something a bit different for you today. I'm processing my olives, and I've got some to the bottling stage, and I thought I'd give you a bit of a look at how I process olives. I did it a couple of years ago for the first time. Last year didn't get no olives. This year got a heap of olives. So I'll give you a bit of a run through on how I process my olives, and hopefully it can help someone process their olives. Here, I'll give you just a bit of thing, and then I'm going to give you a bit of footage of me in action processing the olives. What I've got here is I'm going to process these olives, and what you do is you put them in buckets. All these olives, actually, these ones are ready for bottling. I'm going to go through that with you. But if you have a look at the olives, they've all been cut. There's one cut twice. These olives, I've cut them all twice to cut the water in. So those ones there are ready for bottling, and these ones here, I'll show you how you process them. Now, the plate in there, you put a plate in there to keep the olives submerged in the salt water, and yeah, you don't want air getting to your olives. So yeah, I'm going to show you the process. So what the process is you do what I've done. On the first lot I did were beautiful. I do the first week you do 10 grams of salt per litre of water. In there we've got about 4 litres of water. In some of these I think there's 5 litres of water, too many olives. So yeah, first week 10 grams of salt per litre of water, and then second week 20 grams, third week 30 grams, and then the fourth week 40 grams, and then 40 grams per week after you've done that. And then I keep going till the water's pretty clear and the taste of the olives. So these ones are alright, and these ones still have got a bit to go, still a bit bitter and sour. Yeah, so this is how I do it. I get the olives, I give them a bit of a rinse. So get the plate, get the olives, put them in the dirt. I know it's all healthy, a bit of dirt good for you, they reckon. Leave all that water out. Fill her up with fresh water. Buckets to take 5 litres. Move the olives around, make sure they all get a bit of a move around. You don't want to just leave them all stagnant in one spot. You've got to get all that salt water on them. That's it, you do that. Water out. What I do is mix up a bit of salt water. This is the 2 litre bucket. I've got scales that I've measured it out. One of these spoons is about, pulls about 40 grams. 2 litre bucket, so you put 2 of them in. Give her a bit of a stir up. Your eyes are out having a watch. There you go, 4 litres. Got to level the bucket up a bit. Get the last salt out. Give it one more litre. Next bucket. I use the sacks of cooking salt. So that one's all done there now. So these ones are a few weeks behind these ones. So these will be ready to go in a few more weeks. You saw how red the juice was when it... the galah is turned up. I don't know if you can see the galah on the branch there, but yeah, the galah's turned up. What's the fucking galah doing his olives? Okay, finished washing all them olives out there, so those ones are ready for a couple more. Next week I'll put another 40 in and they're getting close to being ready. So what we're doing now is move on to the next phase. So what I got all my jars for bottling the those other olives that I had out there. So here we go now. I'm boiling up the jars there and then cleaning them, and I'll just show you my little secret recipe. I suppose I'll share it with you, help anyone who wants to make nice beautiful olives. I'll share my little recipe with you. So what I'm going to do is fill up the bottles with my recipe and then take them over the other side there where the water is, and then put the brine in, which is the recipe for that is 250ml red wine vinegar I use. I use red wine vinegar. Some people just use wine vinegar or something else, but that's what I use. I use 250ml of that in a litre, so 750 of water, salt water with the 40 grams, and 250ml of that, and then in the bottle. But firstly, I'll just go through the recipe here. Yeah, I'll just show you what I do. Okay, so what I do is I'll go a bit of garlic. I've chopped up all this garlic here, about half a teaspoon of garlic. Chuck that in. A little bit of the, some of them I do a bit of chilli, a bit of dry chilli. I do a little bit of cracked pepper, black pepper. A little bit of basil. Oh, not too much basil, a little bit. Cut that in. A bit of oregano. And I've got chives and sage and a bit of Italian herbs, but I don't put them all in every one, but I just do a bit of a mix and see how it turns out. Sometimes I put in chilli, sometimes I don't. So that bottle, I've decided this time to do it, put the stuff in first. What I did last time is I put all the olives and the water in and then put the stuff in on top, but then it just sort of floats around the top, and then once you put it in, you put a bit of olive oil around the top to seal it off so the water doesn't get it. So that one's ready to go. I'm going to fill all these up and then take them around the other side where the water is, and do the water and that over the other side. So yeah, bit of garlic, a little bit of chilli, a little bit of chives in this one, a little bit of sage, yeah, it's not a precise measurement thing. And a bit of oregano. I like the black pepper actually. Black pepper, some of them, yeah, they taste, yeah, it tastes pretty good. That'll do that one. I won't bore you with all that. Okay, here we are at the next phase. So all the jars, I brought them over here with the water. So we got the red wine vinegar. Actually, you need more salt. And yeah, a bit of salt and red wine vinegar. So we put in about 1-2 cups of red wine vinegar. Up in a bit. And fill that up with the water. Bit of a froth on it, and then we want 40 grams per litre of water, salt. Problem is trying to get it to dissolve. Start filling up a few bottles of olives. Here's one bottle. The galahs are back. What's in the galah? Then you top her up with a bit of olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil. Sort of seals it in. And you stick the lid on it. Do one more for you, and then I'll get on with it. Yeah, that'll do you, so I'm sure you get the picture. Well, here we are again. Here's all done now. I'll just take you through and show you what I got. Bring you through this way, out to the kitchen. A bit of warm winter, middle of winter. Not cold at all. We did too many jars. So that's the little hole there. Some jars are a bit bigger than others. Some have got chili, some haven't. So that's out of 4 of them buckets. I think I did a similar amount when I did it a couple of years ago. It lasted me 6 months. So hopefully with them other 6 buckets, and they're a bit fuller than these buckets, we should get yeah, it should last a year hopefully, ready for next season. Anyway, yeah, I hope that helps you with your olives. There's a whole heap of different recipes, but that one seems to work for me. You cut them all twice, 10 grams of salt, 20 grams of salt, 30 grams of salt, 40 grams of salt, and then put them in with the red wine vinegar and a bit of herbs and spices, and yeah, I'll do a taste in a sec.